Hey Saber fam, I present to you the KR-V2 professionally weathered and installed prism.
V2.
This has the optional, actually, I'm just going to start from the outside and work my way in. This has the weathering, the accurate weathering with Trooper Trent stencils. It's got the dinged up emitter, gaffer's tape, absolutely flawlessly done. It has been chemically aged to give a darker aluminum appearance with the stencil on top of that painted over. Gives a nice textured feel. Dings in the pommel cap and on, a couple of the pommel cubes? Just one. D-rings off center, as it's supposed to be. And also, this has the static non-vented cap, weathered, dinged up. Nice silver solder trace, long lever, cone knob, mystery chunk. And since this is the KR-V2, the person that sent it to me for an install they bought it with the optional crystal chamber as well. So I did something very special with this. Since this is a green white LED, I was able to make this fully removable using NeoPixel connectors. As you can see, it's flashing a little quicker than it would with the defaults. It's because I set the idle pulsing a little higher to simulate that it's active. Got a few different colors. So since this is green, white, I decided to do a few different colors. So green, we have green and white mixed together, and we have pure white. And since the crystal chamber is mimicking the blade, naturally, whenever you swap colors, depending on the channel, you're going to get what's there. So, 3D printed this myself for the Neo holder. Same for the inside of here. For the end user on managing the Saber, remove the pommel cap. Your 28mm Saber Essential bass speaker. Got two magnets on the back with a 2.54mm pin connector. That connects on the inside on the bottom there. There you go. Then you have your 1.3mm recharge port, your kill switch, completely shuts it off. And you also have your SD card access right there. Speaker slides in like a glove. Has multiple fonts.
Take your weapon. Strike me down with all of your hatred. You couldn't bring yourself to kill me before, and I don't believe you'll destroy me now.
Got 6 fonts.
Use your aggressive feelings, boy.
The blade plug blocks out every ounce of light. As you can see, I added in, the client wanted both inserts. These are optional inserts from GA3 Designs. This is a complete GA3 Designs chassis. And of course the wires are routed down through some of these brass rods on the side. And there wasn't enough brass rod to fit all 4, so I got an additional brass rod just to add that additional aesthetic. So I really dig how that's like the main crystal and then the focusing crystal going up to the blade. It's loud, right? Very loud. That's only pumping out 75% of what a Saber Essential speaker is supposed to do. Because
I am a Jedi,
more than that, you can blow it.
like my father before me.
I'm very proud of this install. Gotta break that gate. Gotta be a quick enough swing for it to... I think that was the last one.
V2.
Yep, that was the last one. Good old V2. I can't get over this crystal chamber. Absolutely stunning. Rock solid. Nothing's going anywhere on this. It is a perfect fit the entire thing's a perfect fit, honestly. From top to bottom, it is just rock solid. You know, the chassis, the speaker, it fits right up against the pommel cap. You can kind of see it right there. It is absolutely awesome. And, you know, the chassis in there is held in place with a set screw going down into it, and also it is being held in place with those brass rods feeding onto the chassis. So it's quite hefty. I weighed it on my scale and it was about a little over 1.5 pounds completely together. Now that of course does not include the weight of a blade, but yeah, absolutely spectacular. Typical KR Sabers goodness. I love the reveal feature, how it has set screws that line up. You can kind of see them down in there. Yeah, those 3 set screws in a triangle format. And they came with metal set screws too. The original kit only comes with a nylon. You can actually kind of see down in there, you can actually see the green LED blinking for the crystal chamber. It's absolutely fantastic. This of course has deep sleep mode, being a Plector Prism. Got that nice Graflex clamp. Very accurate. This is a very accurate V2. Everything from top to bottom screams accuracy. It's typical KR Sabers, man. They just put out some amazing stuff. You know, I had one of his heroes a while back. Loved it. His KR Qui-Gon is amazing. I never wear hats, but I gotta rep that the custom saber shop. Sorry, I had to throw that in there. This saber's awesome. I mean, I put quite a bit of time into getting this to where I'm happy with it. I know that on the bottom, you see all the power management there with the kill switch, the SD card, the recharge port, and the pin connector. That was a bit of a cram. I had to redo those a couple times before I was actually satisfied with them. Same for the speaker. Whenever I first did it, it was a little too tight. Couldn't really twist it around too much. My advice for anybody doing this, take your time. Always take your time on this stuff. If you're not confident in it, don't put it out the door. If it's something you wouldn't want to receive, then if you're doing a commission for it or if it's your own personal, then don't settle. I'm insanely happy with this saber. One really big thing to look out for is the lever. The lever and the little box on the side. Watch out for that. Very thin, easy to strip out. Whenever I was tightening it down, I was kind of worried a few times. I was like, man, I feel like this is just going to break loose because you got all this weight, all this pressure on the sides of the clamps just pressing against it. And you know what's to stop that from just snapping? I mean, whenever I do this, I get concerned. I'm like, is that gonna? I mean, I know the customer's gonna have to do that. You know, the client should never have to pop this open and do anything with it. The clamp car is held in place with double-sided tape as well as the clamp. I didn't want to tighten this down too much because I figured all that pressure would strip out that screw. Better tape than glue, in my opinion. But yeah, it's a truly amazing saber. I mean, I have you can kind of see it in the back right there. There's the V2 in action, right? It's an amazing saber. Dual worthy? Hell no. Not dual worthy at all. I mean, you're talking that much blade depth from there to that little lip right there. That's what, 1/2 inch to a 3/4 maybe? No, I would not duel with this under any means. And plus, you can only use a thin wall blade. Can't use a thick wall, which is recommended for dueling. But this is definitely a shelf queen in its fullest. Very well done. You know, when I wonder how this sounds with the static pommel, because there is a lot of holes underneath the clamp. I'm just curious. Let's see how this sounds. First time I've tried this, by the way. Yeah, that's still. You still hear it. It's nowhere near as loud. Actually, hear it vibrating the static palm. There is all that beautiful sound. I do really love the pommel on this. It's got that freaking those like imperial looking windows or something like that. I can't remember exactly what the reference is for that look. But yeah, fantastic saber. Well done, KR. To the customer that this is going to, I'm sure you're going to love it. Me pulling this off, I was very impressed with myself. And it is rock solid. There's no jingling, nothing. It is rock, well, aside from, you know, the D-ring, but very, very awesome. Well, I think it's time to charge this bad boy up and see when my client wants me to ship it. And it's off to the next install. Until the next time, Saber fans, may the force be with you always.